Hello, I am one of the knights from knight.py, and today we'll be looking at a different kind of problem. A problem where the interviewer gives you the program and expects you to solve a few questions regarding it. Now, the main reason these types of programs are asked is to assess whether a candidate can get the logic of a program just by looking at it, to test the analytical skills of a candidate. Let's get right to it, shall we? So here, this is the program, and these are the questions. In many virtual interviews, you're just given a program, you're just given one function, and the interviewer vocally asks you questions. But here, let's do this. So this is the whole program, and these are the questions. What does this program do? Now we can start iterating it from first taking an example for n. It'll take some time. But if you've practiced enough, you can say in first glance that this recursion is familiar. Fibonacci, fib of n-1 plus fib of n-2 is familiar. It resembles the Fibonacci series. Now, what is the Fibonacci series? Fibonacci series is a series of numbers where one number, is the sum of the preceding two numbers. Let's take an example. So the first two elements of a Fibonacci series are 0 and 1. These are fixed. Now the third element is 1 plus 0. What is 1 plus 0? 1. Now the fourth element is the sum of the preceding two elements. So 1 plus 1 is 2. The next element is the sum of the preceding two elements. 2 plus 1 is 3. And it goes on. 3 plus 2 is 5. 5 plus 3 is 8. And it goes on. So on. So this is a Fibonacci series. If you look at this function, you can get to know that if n is less than or equal to 0, return 0. The first element is always 0. Else if n equals 1, return 1. The first element is always 1. The second element is always 1. And then return fib of n-1 plus fib of n-2. The sum of the last two preceding numbers is the current number. So this is the driving logic of the program. So what does this program do? Prints the first n Fibonacci numbers. Fibonacci numbers are numbers which exist in the Fibonacci series. Now, what is the time complexity of this program? Okay. What? So, yeah. What is big O? Before we come to that, big O is basically the upper bound of any program. You can think of it as the worst case scenario in terms of time. What is the maximum amount of time taken for this program to run? Now, what is the time complexity of this function, of this program? Now, all we need to do is focus on this function. N is not static. The value of n keeps changing. In every recursion, it keeps changing. So we can look at this. Fibonacci of 1 takes 2 power 1 steps. Fib of 2 takes 2 power 2 steps. Fibonacci of 1 takes only 2 steps. 1, 2. Fibonacci of 2 takes 2 power 2 steps. Fib of 3 takes 2 power 3 steps. And it goes on. Fib of n takes 2 power n steps. So this will be the time taken for n numbers. So the time complexity for this, you can confidently say, is big O of 2 power n. N power N. To get a hang of this, I'd recommend you go through some coding websites like LeetCode, HackerRank, HackerEarth. Yeah, this will help you get familiar with the code and different algorithms you need to know before you go in an interview. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, and share the video. Thank you.